Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with the new battle report, the 9th Age battle report. This is the third game on a local tournament where I play with my Kingdom of Equitaine against the Highborn Elves. Just a reminder what I have in my list. I have a Duke on Hippogriff. I don't go to all the details, but basically equipped for close combat and really with a good armor save. Then I have a Damsel level 4 on Unicorn, a Paladin that is a BSB, and another Damsel level 2, the level 2 on Divination, and the level 4 that is a comment before with Shamanism. In core I have 2 units of 11 Knights of the Realm, and then as special I have a unit of Knights of the Quest 6, a unit of 7 Knights of the Grail, and then 2 trebuchets. What the Highborn has? So he's coming with a General, High Prince, with the Honor Warden of the Flame, the Longbow, heavy armor, and then all the things to make him a killing machine in close combat. Then he has a Commander with the Honor Master of Cornelia Toro. I think this is, I don't know, he had magic, but I don't remember exactly how this was working. And then as unit, he has a unit of 50 citizens. With the spear, so making this is a big unit really. Then he has 2 Highborn Lancers, 5 Highborn Lancers, 21 Flame Wardens, 1 Giant Eagle, 2 Lion Chariots, 2 River Chariots, 12 Swordmasters, and 22 Lion Guard full command. So I was not very familiar with the Highborn Elves. It's the first time I was playing them. The mission we played is the secure target. So we put the 2 targets and then was deployment from Frontline Clash. So he decided again, he wanted to go first, so decided to deploy almost everything in one time. He left the 2 Lion Chariots in reserve, and he deployed a very centered, like you can see here. So the big block in the middle, and then the elite units to the right and the left of this, putting the eagle behind, and then the chariots on his left flank, as well as the cavalry. And this is my deployment from the other side. I decided to put the trebuchets in the middle, and then protect him in one side with the Knights of the Realm and the Knights of the Quest, and then on the other side they put the Hippogriff. The Hippogriff can be good against his chariots, and then the other Knights of the Realm. The relay chariots, if they start outflanking me, I think the only response I have for that is my Duke on the Hippogriff. I keep the 2. Sorry, not the 2. I keep the Knights of the Grail. Sorry, the Knights of the Grail are kept in reserve, so they will come from my short deployment. So we go to the turn 1 of the battle. So he moved very conservative, very little, and just move the how it's called is the Flame Wardens, and then the chariots and the Lancers to his left flank. He tried to outflank me by my right flank and move ahead with the other big units just for a frontal clash with my cavalry. Here you see I moved quite conservative as well, so this was my movement. The only thing I moved very aggressively to protect my flank is I moved my Duke just out of line of sight, next to the hill, in a position that if he tried to outflank me with the cavalry or try to outflank me with the chariots, I will have my Duke there to defend my flank. And that's all. So I did the shooting. I decided to start shooting on, I think here that was my mistake. I saw this super big unit of spears and I decided to shoot at them. These were the less important threat for me, and this was my mistake. I should have shot to the lions or to the phoenix. The phoenix I cannot shoot because I'm behind the hill, but I should have shot the lions in that case. But I decided to shoot on the Lancers and I kill a big bunch of them. So we go to the turn 2. He moved very aggressively with the Spearmen, and as well keeping the Lion behind the Spearmen and trying to flank me the other side with the Swordmasters. And one of the chariots came from the reserve. And then on the other flank, he just outflanked me with the Lancers and the 2 chariots, try to take the flank of my Knights of the Realm. Of course, I can reform them. So what he's trying to put is a lot of pressure there in the middle, so I cannot have a space for maneuvering, and then outflank me on the other side. Okay, here it comes first my first mistake. I roll for reserve before declaring charges. I put my Knights of the Grial, and then I realized that I forgot to declare the charges. My opponent told me that I was not allowed to do the charges. It's fair, although because of this scenario, okay, my mistake. So I did not declare any charge, but I don't think at the end this was a big deal. So the Duke, yeah, it was a deal because the Duke for sure was able to kill one of the chariots. I think the Knights of the Realm was good at the end. I was not able to charge. But the mistake I really did here is to move so aggressively with the other 2 lances, the lance of the Knights of the Quest and the lance of the other lance of Knights of the Realm. They should be next to my trebuchets waiting there. No need to do a fast charge, so a fast movement to put them in charge range of my opponent. And this was I think this was my really mistake here. So you can see my Gold Knights just appear in front of the Lancers, so I will force him to charge on my Knights, and now the chariots are free to move and go against my trebuchets. Although, I think my Duke will be able to charge them anyway in the turn 3. So this was how because of that I keep shooting, and this was a gun. I should shoot to other units, but I keep shooting on the Lancers. On the Spearmen, and I really killed a bunch of them. You can see the unit is at half, so really the trebuchets kill half of the points of this unit. So this was the end of the turn 2, no combat yet, and this time because I forgot to declare the charge. So we are in there, so he's closing the gap. He will try to charge me in the next turn, the flank with the swords, the Swordmasters, and then on the other side with the Lions. So we go into the turn 3. The Lions managed to charge on my Knights of the Quest. Then the Spearmen charge on. This was a mistake really. Although this charge was a complete mistake from my side. The Spearmen charge on my Knights of the Realm, and the Swordmasters failed to charge the flank of my Knights of the Realm. So this was, and again the Lancers charge on my Knights of the Grial, and the chariot just move ahead, try to go against my trebuchets. So this was the big melee there in the middle, and also the Lancers against the Grial Knights in their flank. Now review, the Eagle goes there also to be able to jump on my trebuchets if needed. He killed a bunch of my, here you can see a bunch of my Knights of the Realm with the spear. And this was the result after the combat. So here in the flank, I won the battle against the Yeah, I won the battle. I won against the Lancers, and the Lancers just ran away. And in the middle, my Knights of the Realm keep engaged with the Spearmen, so I did not lose there. I was winning the battle, but the Lions completely destroyed my Knights of the Quest. Only the BSB survived and is running away. So this was, yeah, this was a mistake from my side. I should not have left this super easy charge of me. So yeah, this was doing quite grim at this moment. I have lost, I think, I don't know if I have lost one of my sorcerers. But the unit of, yeah, no aim screw up, because these Lions are really, for me, impossible, because really what killed everybody was the general, and the Lions were just clapping. And this is after my turn, so I decide this time I charge one of the chariots with my. This time I did not forget to do the charges, so I charge with the Knights of the Realm on the Phoenix, or how it's called now, the Flame Wardens. I charge with my Duke on one of the chariots. I charge with the Guild Knights on the Lancers. They run away. I try to redirect on the chariot. I fail, but I managed to kill the Lancers. So at the end of the combat, my Knights of the Realm managed to end up winning the battle against the Spearman, and I managed to kill them. My Knights of the other Knights of the Realm that were against the Flame Wardens lost the combat, and they are running away, and my Duke just killed the chariot, and I reformed them looking at the other chariot that is coming to me. So we go to the turn 4. So here we have quite big activity. Yeah, this was my positioning at the turn 4 was not great. And after declaring, he declared a charge on my Knights of the Realm, and they just ran away. The Eagle and charged on one of the trebuchets, and you can see he killed the trebuchet. And my Duke that was charged by the chariot, it killed the chariot completely. So the Duke killed the chariot. It's the only good news, but really, and I think the chariot lost the combat. I chased him and I catch him. The Guild Knights, I moved them behind the hill. They are turning around the hill, and my Knights of the Realm were charged on the flank by the Swordmasters. Some of them are surviving and running away. So at this moment, I only have one trebuchet surviving, the Knights of the Realm and the Duke, and one unit of Knights of the Realm running away. So this was looking very grim at the end of the turn 5. I think I managed to rally my Knights of the Realm. So I have, at this moment, I have the Knights of the Realm with the level 2 surviving. I have the Guild Knights and I have the Duke, the only survival. So we go to the turn 5. Here the battle goes very, very, very fast. So the Swordmasters charge my Knights of the Realm, they get engaged, and then my Duke just charge on the Swordmasters, killing them all. At the meantime, my Guild Knights are moving away to go for the objective. This is the blue dot you see there. And the chariots, he forgot to move the chariots and for the rest of the battle, so this was a mistake from his side. So, and then 6, yeah, the turn 6 was he killed all my Knights of the Realm before with the Swordmasters, and the Alon sorcerer was killed by the chariot in the turn 6. So here we are at the battle. and then on my turn 6 I just move the Knights of the Grail to capture the objectives. So really the Duke and the Knights of the Grail did a great job. They worked very well. You see that at the end my Duke was wounded, but he was able to, yeah, if he had time he was able to kill another Lion Chariot. But my mistake was on the middle, where I engaged in a battle that I should not engage, and all my units were completely destroyed. So I'm very difficult for me to deal with the I think with the Wardens, the Flame Wardens, and as well with the Lion Guard, especially if the General is inside. So yeah, this was a big loss at the end from my side. At least the objective was not called by opponent, and the final result was the Highborn Elves are winning the battle 15-5. So and yeah, this was the end of the battle. So at the end of the tournament, 1 win and 2 losses. I can do better, but not too unhappy, because really I did not play too much the 9th age. So for now, so please let me know, leave in the comments below, let me know what do you think about that, give a like if you have liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later, and bye!